So many young girls view life as if it's a constant status update, as if they care more about how their life looks than how their life feels. And as a 21-year-old girl who's grown up in a generation that's been primarily based around social media use and internet access, I've witnessed this drastic change in myself as well as my close friends and other young females as they've gotten older in regards to their mental and physical health, and I've believed that there's a strong correlation to social media presence and mental health. Along with societal stereotypes on women, I think that there's this unrealistic mold that women are expected to fit in, and it impacts not only how women view themselves and how women view other women, but also how men view and treat women. And it's an extremely disheartening issue that is becoming more and more prevalent as the media is growing more widespread and also more powerful. My purpose in this speech is to shine light on the issue and to tell people and show people that it's not normal, it's not normalized, and it shouldn't be normalized, and that it's having an incredible impact on women's mental and physical health, and it will continue to grow worse as the media grows. While there are many factors that are significant in the media and its impact on women, I think the three main points that are significant and that I'm going to touch on are, first, primarily sexual objectification, secondly, the mental health disorders that are drastically increasing, and also the information inequality due to a lack of female representation in the media. Beginning with sexual objectification, I think it speaks for itself what I mean by this. Anywhere you go, anywhere you look, as far as advertisements or movies, television, magazines, you see half-naked women used to sell products or to please a man and to make women feel like this is what beautiful is supposed to look like. Movies and television shows are especially alarming because they're all primarily directed by men. So for a man to show what a woman should look like, and for young girls to watch these things, and even older girls, it's influencing the way they view themselves, and it's influencing how men view women and their expectations for women as far as relationships and just in general. Another significant issue as far as the media on sexual objectification is through social media platforms, especially nowadays with influencers and celebrities constantly posting on Instagram. There's these unrealistic expectations that are put on young girls because of Photoshop and plastic surgery. And as these girls are looking at these images, they're getting this idea in their head of this is what my body should look like. And as their bodies change and their bodies don't look like that because their bodies aren't photoshopped or artificially created, it's creating these really alarming mental health disorders, which is my second point. Women are oftentimes afraid to post things on social media because they're afraid of sexual harassment or just cyberbullying in general. They feel like they can't post freely because of a man's opinion or just other women's opinions on them. In fact, according to Internews and a study they conducted, over 76% of women who've experienced harassment online have made changes to the way they're using their platform and what they're posting. They no longer feel like they can act freely or post freely because of society's influence and the stereotype put on women and how they should act and behave. The mental health disorders that this can cause and that are extremely prevalent in today's society is body dysmorphia, anorexia, bulimia, stress, anxiety, depression, and so on. According to the United States National Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health, studies have suggested the incidence of eating disorders have increased over the last 50 years And while there's no direct correlation, or causation, there's definitely a correlation. As media's been increasing, so has mental health disorders, and I think it goes and speaks for itself and why this may be. And in fact, 48% of girls who are bulimic or anorexic are between the ages of 15 and 19 years old. So it's all very young girls who have access to social media who are experiencing these mental health disorders. In a film I watched called Misrepresentation, which is written and directed by Jennifer Siebel Newsom, she touches on all these points, and she especially exposes how mainstream media and culture contributes to the underrepresentation of female leadership in the media as well as in the United States as a whole. When you think of a CEO or a political leader or even just a movie director, you oftentimes think of a man, and that's because that's primarily who these people are. And this is all based around the idea of information inequality. While we believe that men are more successful than women, it's actually that the media is promoting a man's success more than they're promoting a woman's success. A female's success is not being accurately reported, and it's made us all believe that a woman is less capable than a man or is less successful than a man, when that is far from the truth. Additionally, women are vastly underrepresented in journalism and media leadership worldwide. Women still lag behind men in access to the internet, and when they do engage, they're oftentimes experiencing much more intense harassment, including sexual harassment. Overall, this issue is extremely significant because it's growing more and more as the media is growing, and I think it's important to recognize this issue and make changes in our media and internet usage, because it'll drastically affect women and entire generations of young girls, and it will continue to get worse if we don't make it better. Thank you.